Year 6 PYP Virtual Exhibition. Let me introduce myself. I'm Waza, and I'll be hosting this event with my co-host,
Anin. In this PYP exhibition, the students will share their understanding of the inquiry they have pursued. The students will also share their learning journeys in investigating their inquiry.
Yes, and for this year, PYPX is under Sharing the Planet theme. Each group works under a specific topic and interest based on the UN SDGs, such as life below water, life on land, zero hunger, climate action, also clean water and sanitation.
From our learning journey, as well as aligned with the theme, we found out that we humans need to do action in order to have a better life on this planet now and for the future.
Well, and it was wrapped up in our tagline, Nurture the Nature, Save the Future.
That's a great tagline encompassing all of our project. Anyways, I'd like to thank all of our mentors who have been assisting us during from day one until now. Let's give some virtual applause. Slideshow.
So today we are going to talk about our exhibitions. So our exhibition theme is sharing the planet. Um, if we talk about the planet, as you know, that we live on the Earth. This is on www.usgs.gov. Right? About 71% of this planet surface is water covered, and the ocean holds about 96.5% of all Earth water. We also know that water is a renewable resource because it gets replenished due to the hydrological cycle or water cycle. In that cycle, water from the sea, lakes, etc. evaporates because of the solar radiation. As the steam rises in the atmosphere, it is being cooled, condensed, and returned to the land and the sea precipitation. Precipitation fall on the earth as surface water and shapes like the surface, creating thrust streams of water that results in lakes and rivers. A part of water precipitating penetrates the ground and moves downward through the incisions, informing aquifers. Finally, a part of the surface and underground water leads to a sea, then it will be evaporation. But even though water is renewable, many people still fight against the water crisis. Some of them do not have clean water sources. The other have water sources but are dirty, and it makes water become more expensive. Meanwhile, some areas in Indonesia are dry. Meanwhile, in uh, meanwhile the other are floods. and it makes water becomes expensive as well because it is hard to get clean water. The city is covered the city is covered by buildings. So, and now many cities are covered by buildings. It makes green space limited. We need green, wa- green space for the water cycle. Green space will absorb water into the ground, and it is important for the water cycle. So yeah, I'm a group one, and then our our destiny, our
Topic.
yeah, our topic is safe water for the future. Our central idea is people's way of life related to the impact of water sustainability.
Lines of inquiry. Causation. The impact of water availability on human life. Connection. The relationship between people's way of life explain water availability. Responsibility. Our responsibility to maintain clean water availability. The impact of water availability on human life. Water replenishes fluids in human body, many cases due to the crisis of water and poor sanitation. Less drinking water source lead to low competitiveness. Water survey. To know the water consumption of the people, then we conduct a water survey. Based on the survey, the water source that people use every day mostly is PDAM water. PDAM mostly get the water from river or groundwater. They will process it before distributing it to the customer. Based on the survey, we also know that most people spend more than 300,000 to pay water bills every month. It means that the water consumption of people is high. They don't mind paying more as long as they can get the clean water. People's way of life. Bath. 25 until 50 gallons of water for 5 minutes taking bath. Wash. There are many types of washing activities. So, we don't realize that we spend a lot of water washing every day. Farm. To produce 1 kilogram of beef, it takes 50,000 liters of water. Building. New building built every day for house, apartment, and office, etc. So that green space decreases day by day. Going further, creates model and conducts experiment. Raphael, please. Raphael.
Rainwater harvesting is a technique for collecting and storing rainwater in tanks or reservoirs. Rainwater is channeled through connecting pipes installed on the roof of house to the shelter below. Before entering the holding tank, rainwater is filtered through the filter tube to the to neutralize impurities. So this is the rainwater harvesting installation cost if you want to make rainwater harvesting system at your house.
Water filtration. Water filtration is filtering some dirty water into a clean water. Use a bottle, tissue, can be an old cloth that you don't use anymore, rocks, or clean sand. Water filtration. The gravel layer catches large pieces of debris such as twigs, leaves, and bugs. The sand layer catches smaller particles such as dirt and grit, and makes the water look clean. The charcoal layer gets rid of bacteria and some chemicals. Desalination. Desalination is producing clean water from seawater. There are two types of desalination technologies: membrane reserve of osmosis and thermal desalination.
Bipore. Bipore is a tool used to fill water reserve in the soil and fertilize the soil. Uh, the survey um, the survey uh, the surface, like the importance of the groundwater help in reducing organic waste, fertilize the soil, prevent flooding, and increase groundwater reserve, reduce the farming of puddles during rainy seasons. Groundwater. Water that occurs below the surface of Earth. Groundwater is a part of natural water cycle. Water is in the saturated groundwater system move slowly and may eventually discharge into streams, lakes, and oceans. Jakarta is sinking. Here's how to stop it. Occurred in the North Jakarta with land subsidence estimate at around 4.9 centimeters a year. The research found the main cause of the problem is overuse of groundwater by home drilling as a result of massive development. This article was published in the JakartaPost.com with the title Jakarta is sinking. Here's how to stop this. Many people spend much money to pay water bill every month. People know about Biopore, but they don't have it at home. We need to raise people awareness on the importance of Biopore and saving water for the future. Action. Let's follow our action.
Taking action, so you can scan this QR code and join our campaign. Reflection. My hope that there will be more clean water in Surabaya. My hope everyone use paper and restock their underground water. My hope is I hope people will read about my water filtration guide and try to filter their water. From this project, we know that our lifestyles now will impact the future. That's all for our presentation. Thank you. Thank you.
So, sana ba yun? So this is our Biopore, and Biopore is a fertilizer, and can be a fertilizer and can reserve the groundwater. So the tools to make Biopore is this to dig the hole, and then you need a pipe. You need a pipe like this long, and then you see here there's harvesting rainwater. So the rainwater goes here and then goes down, and then the rainwater is being filterized, and then the rainwater gets storage, and then the rainwater can be used to the daily activities. And here we have the water filtration. So the water filtration is um, to clean dirty water to be a clean water. And then we have desalination here. Um, Desalination is
So, what I have explained before, so desalination is producing clean water from seawater. As you can see in here, there was a tennis ball, small ball, and aluminum ball. Then you can go to harvesting rainwater. Here, this is harvesting rainwater. So the rain will be go into here and then go here, and water filtration, as Kenan already explained before. So this is the game's corner. So if you throw the ball at the limits there, and then you can put the ball that already have the draw. You can know the number. and then you can get a souvenir in here. So this is after you winning the game, you will get our souvenir over here. Well, we get every people gets the same what is it? Souvenir. So it's fair to the others. Oh, okay, let's start.
Let's invite the mentors of Group 1.
Hi.
Say hello to Miss Sakti, everyone.
Hi. Good afternoon.
Can you explain to us why we need to know more about clean water availability?
Okay. So why our group choose clean water and sanitation? Yeah, because clean water actually is important for us. And then maybe we think that water is renewable. Ya kan? Water is unlimited, but in fact, sometimes we cannot get clean water easily. That's why even it's renewable, we need to use it wisely. That's why our action, we need to increase people awareness about the importance of clean water availability itself. For example, our lifestyle, if we use the clean water every day, maybe it can be limited. That's why we need to change our lifestyle. For example, we can make biopore. It will help water become groundwater easily. And then we can make what is it? Rainwater harvesting system in our home, for example. So we can get clean water for free. Have you ever imagined that we can get water for free?
No.
No, yeah, because maybe we know that we need to pay if we want to
Yeah.
get clean water, right?
Yeah.
Now that's why in our action we want to campaign, we want to increase people awareness that actually we can use rainwater as well as the clean water resources. But if we want to, what is it, use rainwater, make sure that you filter the water first because maybe in the rainwater is dirty, right? And then the water filtration will make the water clean. And actually, as long as the condition of the water, what is that good, we can use it.
Okay. Thank you for explaining, Miss Sakti. I hope everyone can be inspired by your group's action.
Yes, we hope so.
Now it's time for the Q&A session. What's the best experience during the exhibition? Group 1.
So my best experience are success with the desalination experiment. What about you, Sal? So my best experience in POP exhibition are when I tried the water filtration for the first time. What about you, Kenan?
Um, when I make a biopore and then the biopore is good and yeah, it can be forever there.
Okay, thank you. Next question. Okay. Next question. Is it pricey to get the tools from the audience? From audience? Oh, the questions from audience.
Is it pricey
Pricey.
to get those tools?
Yeah.
Is it for assisting water maybe? Okay. Is it pricey to get the tools? Is it for
Um,
harvesting rainwater or biopore? Maybe both of them.
Yeah, maybe.
For biopore, it's not pricey because you just need the tool and the pipe and a lid.
yeah, I guess same as Kina.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much for answering the question, Group 1. Let's give a virtual applause to Group 1. Well, let's move to the next presenter, Group 2. Okay, so the group's members are Moza, Danta, Ramiro, Andy, and Jojo.
Mentor?
Are you ready?
Their mentors is
I'll check
Pawawan.
out this. Wait.
Okay. Uh, hello, Group 1.
Hello.
Hi.
Oh, yeah.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, Group 2.
Hello.
Hi.
What topic?
We'll talk about
Water pollution.
Okay. Okay. Wow, I'm sure we can't wait to listen about it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here's water pollution group 2. I miss yours, group 2.
Hi. So we're talking about water pollution. This is our group members. There's Moza, Danta, Jojo, Ramiro, and Ali.
We start with wondering, why can't we drink tap water in our city? We start by finding the water source. Kalimas River was the source of our water tap. Its process is run by PTAM. More about Kalimas River. Sadly, most texts say that Kalimas is badly polluted. Not only dangerous for humankind, it is a threat for fish in it. Then we start to study further about water pollution. Form. What water pollution looks like, connection, what impact of pollution to the health of living things, responsibility, things we can do to reduce water pollution.
Form. What polluted water looks like. It has color. Polluted water color may vary due to the pollutants. Each pollutant may give different colors. It smells. Pollutant may give smells to water. Since pure and safe water is tasteless, then the polluted water has this opposite characteristic. Our water source. Further study found that the most common pollutants in Dantas and its branches, including Kalimas River, is diapers. These pollutants give big amount of E. coli bacteria, hepatitis virus, and microplastic into our river.
Connection. Is it harmful for us? The water that's polluted with E. coli bacteria, which leads to diarrhea, and water that is that transmit the hepatitis virus, may harm our liver that causes hepatitis. This is part of our actions that we have done. This fish ate a lot of plastic, and then it starved because it thought it already ate enough.
Microplastics has been from the mergers plastic to the absorbs contaminated and even water policy. We consumes microplastic because the filtration to contributes to the solution problem, or even death. And this is our action.
Water plant. Some plants may live well with polluted water, such as water hyacinth. It lives by absorbing pollutants such as metal and pesticides. Some plants can't stand with pollutants as it changes the water to sour. We sum up. Water in sec is a is good indicator to see if the water is still good. The more kinds of pollutants means the more problems. The more problems living things may have. Human health can be seriously impacted of water pollution.
Responsibility to stop or to reduce, which is realistic. Due to our discussion with Ecoton, it is realistic to reduce for this decade due to the range of pollution. We decided to raise awareness of the significance of water insect and the impact of microplastic. We encourage people to use the Beat the Microbeads app. It is an app where you can scan your products ingredients for microbeads. If there are, please stop using them. There's another app called Duitin. What Duitin does is it exchanges plastic into money. Currently, in Indonesia and in Surabaya, it is unavailable, but hopefully this will be available everywhere.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
You may come. Hi, so this is our booth over here. You can see our lines of inquiry. And then when we go here, this is the diorama that we make. And then here you can see our IV profile all the way here.
Here you can see some of the information that is about the pollution in Surabaya and the Pandas River, which is diapers. And this is a representation of all the rivers in Surabaya, what they look like. This is some of the pictures that we took during the guest speaker session with Clara from Ecoton. Here is our inquiry circle, which is describing our journey, our learning journey.
Here, I made this presentation, and then my teacher told me to make this to explain that. And then here we have the microbead app, which you can scan and to see if you have any microplastic. And do routine like before, you can make money by collecting trash.
Over here is where people could give feedbacks online and also offline. And we have our stickers. And then here we have a poster that says stop throwing trash in the ocean. And then over here, this is a place where you could share your ideas of how to stop water pollution. That's it. Thank you. So during the discussion, some of us can't really go to school, so it's very hard to us to discuss because we have to do it hybridly. Yeah.
The most interesting part about PYPX is when you're presenting. I think that's the best way of just telling everybody. I love presenting when I saw how much people were going to the multi-purpose hall. I was very excited.
Anyone can ask as well.
Anyone can ask.
Please ask. Put all your questions in
Is
the
there
chat
any
box.
difference between microgrids and so one of the things that I find very interesting is that I find that something that I never knew before, like that flower that can grow in polluted water. I think it's amazing that I made that discovery. It's what I really like about this PYP exhibition.
They're both quite the same. Microbeads are smaller. Microplastic is also small, but microbeads are very small, and microplastic is small. I mean bigger.
Yeah.
Yes, we're ready.
So the first, we are team three, and we have a topic, a presentation about hunger suffering, and we choose zero hunger in our SDGs. A lot of people says they have experienced hunger, and they also know about hunger suffering. So first, let's start our presentation. So first, what is hunger suffering? So hunger suffering is a term that is used to define periods when populations are experiencing food insecurity. So it's been so they don't eat foods so and another thing. And why do we choose hunger suffering, zero hunger as our topic? So the first, because there are a lot of people that are suffering from hunger, and number two, it causes individuals to be less productive and more prone to disease. And the third, it makes people less able to improve their livelihoods or earn a better income. Ethiopia, Nigeria, South Sudan, and Yemen are at risk for fatal levels of hunger and malnutrition. Indonesia are also countries that are facing critical levels of food insecurity. So there is still a lot of hunger suffering in Indonesia and Asia. So the graph tells us, and it's showing us about how many people are suffering hunger in different countries in Southeast Asia. So according to the survey result, there are still many Indonesian children who go to school on an empty stomach due to various factors, including to not have food, lack of appetite, health problems, and others. So a lot of people react that they feel sad and pain when they heard about people suffering from the hunger. So
So this is number one. It is about causation. And this is our survey result. And so poverty causes hunger. And these are the causes of hunger suffering: seasoning change, poverty, natural disasters, and job instability. And
These are the changes.
and and the culturization also change. The culture change of hunger. I mean, COVID-19 has big impacts to hunger, suffering, and food security. Between 720 to 810 million people in the world face hunger in 2020, an increase of as many as 161 million people from 2019. In 2020, 149.2 million underage children suffered from stunting. One of the reasons that children are suffering from stunting is that they need more food nutrition.
Second, connection. How are the impacts of hunger suffering on well-beings? Uh, about 690 million people globally are undernourished. The cycle of hunger. In children, poor nutrition stunts physical and mental development. In youth, chronic health problems keep kids out of school. In adults, a lack of education limits the ability to work. In families, poor health during pregnancy leads to an undernourished child, starting the cycle again. The diseases that hunger suffering impacts are chronic diseases such as high blood pressure, heart disease, and diabetes. It can also cause mental health problems such as depression, anxiety, and even post-traumatic stress disorder. Anemia is an indicator of both poor nutrition and poor health. 29.9% of women aged 15 to 49 years suffered from anemia in 2019. 39.8% of children aged 6 to 59 years suffered from anemia in 2019. And lastly, 60.2% of children 6 to 59 months in the Africa region were affected by anemia in 2019. Third, responsibility. Ways to solve and prevent hunger suffering. Community lots of people chose to help hunger suffering by giving donation and stop food waste. A lot of people said that all of us have the responsibility to help solve hunger suffering. How will organization help hunger suffering? WFP's work contributed to improving prospects for peace by magnifying access to challenge natural resources, boosting social unity, and resolving injustice within and between communities. We as students can help hunger suffering by reducing food waste, give food donations, do a fundraising campaign, spread awareness like making posters, slides, etc. Indonesia is the second highest country in the world for food waste. Over the past 20 years, all of this food waste has provided food for 61 to 125 million people, almost equivalent to the number of hungry people in Indonesia. Food recovery hierarchy. Eat enough, share food with others, feed to animals, use as compost, and throw away food waste. For the action, we sold Oreo milkshakes, and the money that we received will be given to the Food Bank of Indonesia. And as you can see here, we also made a donation box, and the money will be also given to the Food Bank of Indonesia. These are the resources that we use. IB profile shown during the process. Next. For me, the skills that I've improved are thinking skills and communication skills. Thank you for listening.
Okay, so this is our booth, the PYP Group 3 booth about zero hunger. So this is our central idea and our lines of inquiry. Those three are a simple example of our presentation that we just presented before. And these are the example for people that don't have food to eat.
And this is the game.
This is the game spot. We throw those fruits into the mouth, and
Get souvenir.
yeah, this is the little of the presentation too. And these are our donation, and this is the donation box, and this is our IB profile learner, and this is the rest of resource and our approaches to learning. And this are our scratchbook, our PYP Group 3 journey. These are 6 April, we are tuning in. 12 April, we are finding out. This is 14 April, we are doing research. And these are 20 to 21 April. And this 26 April, we have a little mistake here. And 18 May, we sell the milkshake for donation to the Food Bank of Indonesia. And these are our feedback from a lot of people. And you guys can scan this barcode to give us feedback. Thank you.
Yeah. What's the most effective way to reduce food waste is actually we can just take enough food to eat, and then we can just eat enough. We cannot eat too much or something. You can just eat enough, and if you have more, you can share to another people, or you can just donate it, or you can just give it to your pet or some animals.
Related to this issue. Just stop.
Um, how do I say this? So,
Mm, to make people more aware about wasting food and how to stop it.
yeah, and then we can give some ways or opinions to you guys if you guys can, to let you guys stop wasting food or waste the food lesser.
We are gonna present about life on land, about species extinction.
Hello, our name is, I mean, hello, my name is Albert, and he is.
Dasha, Faris.
Sindhu.
We are going to talk about life on land, species extinction.
Trans Transdisciplinary sharing the planet. Sharing the planet inquiry into right and responsibility in the struggle to share finite resources with other people and with other living things, community, and relationship within and between them, access to equality of opportunities, peace, and conflict resolution.
Central idea. Survival of the species is related to responsibility as the consequences of human consumption.
Key concepts: causation, connection, responsibility. We are trying to write the causation, human negative actions that make animals species extinct, and our connection is trying to find what does human do that makes animals extinct, and our responsibility is how to save animals.
Okay. Why we choose this species? Because according to our findings, this four species is endangered right now. Okay.
Ecosystem. Red pandas. Red panda lives in the mountain of Eastern Himalayas. Eastern Himalayas is in southwest China, Nepal, Bhutan, and India. But in order to live in the mountain, they have to find mountains that have bamboos in it for food. Red panda population. Red panda population is decreasing from 14 14,800 to less than 10,000. Treat. They kill them for their fur. That means illegal hunting. And when humans kill them for houses or places, that means deforestation or degradation of forests or habitat loss. And people interfere with red pandas' habitat, like making shelter in the habitat and cutting trees to make items. This is my survey. Many people knows, more people knows about red panda, and then, but um, people hasn't seen red panda in real life, and then many people doesn't know that red panda is one of the endangered animal in the world. How to save the red pandas? We need to make a campaign to aware people. Giving some news could help too. Spread it to your parents or friends or your communities. And then we can make a community so they can donate to us, and we donate to a community that is focused on how to save a red panda. Thank you.
What is the ecosystem of Nevendas? Nevendas live in like a tropical rainforest, mountain forest, heat forest, and low mountain and savanna. Nevendas live in open or slightly protected places that are poor in nutrients and have high humidity. Special feature of Nevendas. Nevertheless, has very sleepy walk sequences to trap animals that are already attracted by the smell of the liquid. Some outbreaks have an acidic liquid called proteolase, whose function is to decrease the hard skeleton and flesh of insects, which are then absorbed into nutrition for this plant. Species of Navindus. In Indonesia, there are at least 85 species of Navindus. Most habitats are in Kalimantan and Sumatra, such as Navindus gymnivora, Navindus villosa, Navindus above, and Navindus aristologioides. Habitat of Navindus. For species animals that the large-leaf feature plant is predicted to be the most severely affected by a future rise in global temperature. In fact, this ANM is estimate that these Navida species will become extinct by 2050. When Navida is going extinct, there are five ways why Navitas can be extinct. First, illegal hunting. Second, illegal sale. Three, experiment. Four, looting. And five, forest fire. This is my survey. The seven people know what is the Navitas and why human consider Navitas. The, the much is herbal and what caused Navitas to experiment fishing or extensive is not its illegal service. My population but evident because of its inquiry characteristics, special feature and benefits make habitats become an object of human consumption and over experiments. Please don't take by force the habitats or make forest fire that can cause habitats become extinct.
The ecosystem of olive trees. Olive tree is a rare timber tree native to Brunei, Indonesia, Malaysia, and Philippines region. It is known colloquially in English as Bornean ironwood. This plant is one of the largest plants in Indonesia. The threat. The species is threatened by overexploitation, lack of vegena- regeneration, and difficulties in cultivation. Due to excellent resistance to bacterial and insect, the wood is highly prized for many outdoor uses, especially as decking additional. The wood's high density and easy workability lend it to particularly desirability in maritime structures like houses. Unsustainable level of exploitation from the wild for international trade. Effect and impact of cutting tree. Deforestation affects animals in many ways. It causes habitat destruction, reduced food availability, and more. As a result, some animals lose their homes, others lose food resources, and some of them also die. The data I collected from people from my survey, they didn't know about rolling trees. About 44% of them didn't know about rolling trees, and 55% knew about rolling trees. And many knew that rolling trees are very rare. And I asked why is rolling tree rare, and there is a bunch of questions. I mean a bunch of answers. Why does human want rolling tree so much? The people answered because of its unique wood type and they want it for house decoration. And rolling tree is almost endangered and people answered by those answers. What can we do to help? Educate people, aware your family, your friends and people, conservation, planting the tree in new place for conservation, new the seeds, plant scientists need to find a way to grow the woolen seed easier.
Orangutan ecosystem. Orangutan are found only in rainforests of the Southeast Asia is island of Borneo and Sumatra. They spend nearly their entire life in trees, swinging in their tops and building nests for sleep. Orangutan species. There's three species of orangutan: Sumatra orangutan, Kalimantan orangutan, Tapanuli orangutan. Orangutan threat: loss of habitat through deforestation, palm oil plantation, illegal hunting, illegal pet trade. Orangutan population from 2010 and 2060, orangutan is lost that many, increasing, increase.
Decrease.
Why orangutan get hunted? Because people want to sell orangutan to black market and because they are rare and unique. Based on my survey, 100% people know orangutan. And do you know orangutan is endangered animal? There's three people answered don't know. Way to keep orangutan live. Wherever possible, avoid pursuing product made from palm oil. Orangutan are not fit as a pet. Reduce tree cutting. Reduce taking orangutan main food resources.
Conclusion. We now know that if humans do negative things like illegal sale, cutting tree, poaching, and looting, it can make more species to die and make them into a survival. success criteria for my exhibition. We are able to use all the resources and information to find out about the cause of the species in danger, such as in the internet from guest speaker and data collection. We are able to do commitment to use our skills in investigating the topic issue, grow our developing skill, and apply the new skills. We are able to decide the action that we choose as a form of our responsibility to save the species from extinction.
Know and understand. How do we find out? We meet guest speakers and search through the internet, find websites, collect data from our surveys, discussing about our topic problem, and sharing idea and information. How do we grow our skills? Combine G-form and assembler to do a survey, use Google to make a form for data collection, apply Google Classroom to communicate and sharing works together. Use Word app to take a note and collect information. Practice communication with email.
How we, how we save the species from extinction? Do campaigns in Instagram story and feed to share information about species in danger. Send the message to people for not doing illegal activities and invite people to save species from extinction. Making the product. Discuss and planning the product for us to our action to find out and to make a diorama 3D.
Product campaign. This is our Instagram campaign and 3D AR diorama. Join us in PYP exhibition. Our awesome team. My team is awesome because they well for making this far, and we did pretty well.
My, I think my team is awesome because we can do the exhibition well, and we and I can make this far because of my friends and my mentor. Thank you. Our my team is awesome because if there no team in here, maybe I'm it's, it's not as good. It's not as good. I making the exhibition. Okay.
My team is amazing because we did such a great job. We did so many things together. We communicated together well, and it's an amazing journey we did.
Action.
Reflection. Before exhibition, I cannot do like making games from assembler. Now I can do it.
Reflection. Before I joined this group 4, I didn't know that human is selfish and cannot be satisfied what they have. But right now I know that human is selfish and not satisfied because hunt they kill too many red panda just for the fur. The reflection. Before I joined the exhibition, I'm still like lost communication and like I'm too shy. After I joined the exhibition, I'm not a lot of communication, lots of communication. I'm not as shy again.
Before exhibition, I thought orangutans wasn't in danger, but when I was in exhibition, I learned that orangutan was in danger.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. This is our done. Done. Okay. Wait a second. Okay. This is group Fortuner and this is journal. And this
Species
is our
extinction.
diorama. There are a red panda, the sorry, there is a navel test, and this is an orangutan. And that is a own tree. This is diorama group 4 we live in. And this is our Instagram. You can join it. And this is our topic, species extinct, destroying the planet. There are strategies survival of the species. There is a key concept, caution, connection, and responsibility. And three, inquiry, why human consensus the species. How does the human consensus the species? How do we create the most the species to the human consumption? And there are my learning profile group 4. There are caring, risk taker, balance, open-minded, inquiry, and thinker. Okay, and this is our skill. This is the soft skill. There are thinking, communication, research, and social. This is our skill. There are thinking, communication, research, share like Natasha. This is for skill. There is thinking and social. Then this is in the skill. There are thinking.
Okay, this is the Albert's presentation about woolen trees. This is also the scanner for the survey form. We go here, this is the same, and you can also scan it from here. This is the presentation by Faris. And then here, this is us discussing about our issues, and the conclusion is deforestation, species extinction, and carbon footprint. Carbon footprint is climate change. And this is us discussing, gather ideas and gather data. We also make questions as well. This is this is mine, and then look, you can scan it from here, and then this is mine, my presentation. Oh yeah, we forget something. Here, the orangutan one is the it is the assembler for the survey form. And this is us gathering information from research ghost speaker as well. The ghost speaker, there are many ghost speaker that we invite. Okay, this is the conclusion from our key concept. We answer it, and then this is a part of our presentation. I already tell you that human have illegal cell cutting, tree poaching, and looting. It can make animals die and lead to the survival of the species. And this is our game. And if you throw it and the four is in, if you score it, if you score in, we will get a sticker. If 8, we'll make a pembatas buku. And if 12, get the sticker and pembatas buku. And this is the love letter from the animal that getting sting. And this is our souvenir. If you and I with the boat, I don't take to it. And okay, thank you. And this is our feedback scan. And this is a red panda plush. Thank you. We're going to back. That's someone.
Because species will species does a lot in nature, and the nature has to do that. Nature needs stuff from species to stay alive. Like some species will eat stuff, animals, and food chain. It will affect nature.
We can donate to them, and we can make a campaign to aware people too. So we could make the people realize what they do. Oh no, that's my mom. We can donate to a community as well that is focused on the red panda.
Nature need spacious, so like flower need tea so it can grow out. And if
the point extinct
maybe animal and plants can live longer,
and the ecosystem can
When we
break,
help them,
yeah.
and the ecosystem can break too.
Hi.
Hi.
Yes, we are ready. This is our presentation about climate action. Our team.
Hi, my name is Abe and I am the leader.
Hi, my name is Anin and I'm the challenger.
Hi, my name is Aska and I'm the thinker.
Hi, my name is Maria. I am the door.
Hello, we are Group 5 of the PYP exhibition from Year 6 Sekolah Cikal Surabaya. We have
chosen this issue because it's a very serious issue that we need to stop in order to restore balance in our life. Our group central idea is climate change impact how we live. Our lines of inquiry are: 1. Global warming, time to climate change. Second, the process of global warming. Third, human life and nature, environment transformation. Fourth, human responsibility to prevent climate change. Our transdisciplinary team is sharing the planet, the interaction between the natural world, physical and biology, and the human sociality, the impact of the scientific and technological advance on yeah, on the environment. Our key concepts are form, function, change, and responsibility. Our UNSDG number 13, climate action. Global warming is what is causing climate change, and we need to take action to reduce the impact. We use research skills by trying to find knowledge and figure out a way to spread that knowledge, change some things that us and our family do for the better.
Our research finding number one: global warming is fast increase on temperature on Earth caused by human. This is causing
Irreversible damage to life on Earth.
life on Earth. Greenhouse gases contain CO2, methane, H2O, and nitrous
Nitrous
oxide.
oxide.
Number two, trees are making CO2 and they produce fresh oxygen, but when we cut or burn the tree down, the CO2 goes back out. With less tree, that means less rainfall, which lead to less crop and plant to grow, making animals die or adapt to the new environment. With the heating health in impact because there are more mosquito-borne disease and more illness. The rise of earth temperature causes the rapid melting on the glacier and make the sea level rise. The rise in temperature makes soil on Earth's surface less fertile. Our action. The action we are taking is to plant some bonfire plant at our school surrounding. It will help purify air and reduce the effect of greenhouse gases. To be able to do that, we have to done a selling of merchandise like water jug and tote bag. We message about climate change issue. By doing this, we unlock more creativity, do good for the environment, and have positive energy. This makes us feel good about what we do.
Primary resources. We had guest speaker session with Tuna Sijo, an NGO expertise in the environment issue. We also conducted 2 experiments about the greenhouse effect on the melting of the glaciers and on the soil temperature. Secondary sources. To answer some of the personal questions, we had decided to watch some documentaries, videos, read some digital resources from the internet such as web, book, blog about the topic.
Integration with visual art. We create water jugs, sticker cards, you control climate change to remind people that human behavior cause climate change. Where the tote bag clean out, carbon kick out. To campaign listen usage of carbon in life. We print animal sticker as origin this to remind not only humans endangered by the climate change issue.
Integrated with science. We conduct 2 experiments about greenhouse effect. First, the first experiment use ice on uncovered single layer and many layer jar to show how greenhouse gases effect cause more melting volume. Second, experiment use soil on unwrap and wrap cup to show the greenhouse effect cause the rise of land temperature. Thank you. If you have any question, just contact this email. Welcome to our booth, and let me show you around. There is this is the diorama that we're making. It shows us when we live in a different place. Like this is the Arctic, and this is a different city. When the water is rising, so other city will affect that get that effect. Like few city will drown. Like example Jakarta. In 7 years, scientists believe that there is a big flood. And let's go over here. This is our IB profile. There is inquirer, risk taker, principal, communicator, balance, thinker, open-minded, knowledgeable, and caring. And let's come here. This is what make global warming. There is forest fire, extreme weather, damage to marine ecosystem, air pollution and greenhouse gases, illegal logging, and greenhouse effect. And let's go here. So this is what different between broken earth and healthy earth. Like what I mean broken is like CO2 everywhere. And let's go over here. This is our question that we're before getting the info. We got all of the info from this question. And this is our learning journey. There is from day 1 to the last day in Sunday. Monday. There is we go to Nasi Jau to get more information and more discussion. And this is the central idea and line of inquiry. But they already explained it. So let's go to the front. This is our team like there, and this is our action. We sell item, and we will buy some purifying plant here. There's English ivy, spider plant, snake plant, and aloe vera. And this is our merch look like. There's the tote bag and the bottle. And here is our game. This is the game that we're playing to. When they already answer the question, they will get the sticker, animal sticker. So you just play it like here. And then it land on tell me one effect of global warming. But if you want to play it, you will have to do all of the presentation. And there is our experiment video here. It shows us the full video about the experiment. And thank you for seeing our booth.
The greenhouse
Effect is a gas that make ozone layer decrease, so the sun can go in and make our earth more hotter, like in Africa.
The challenge is when we're setting up the booth because there's so many challenge. Like example, we were trying to make the igloo together, but it was really hard. So Pak Amil decided to help us, and thank God It turned out pretty great, and the most remarkable moment was
Saiton hit the island.
yeah. There's so many remarkable moments. Honestly, we can't choose one or two. So yeah,
There is you can try making climate change better, or you can make it worse. Like example, when people don't care, like just still using gas car, not reducing electricity, making electricity using charcoal, not using like nuclear power plant. That will when 10 year it will getting worse. But if you help it with using nuclear reactor or using electric car but powered by like solar panel, windmill and water wheel, you can make it better, and you can try plant some purifying plant in your home to make your ozone layer in your place get better.